I'm good.
Double Bach, German style double Bach.
Ooh.
Bach. It's made out of chickens.
Don't give that to him. That wasn't funny. That wasn't fucking funny.
It is now.
No, it wasn't.
It kind of is now. Spencer is so mad right now.
I know, I love it.
Welcome to Shootin the Shibby.
God, that was on so
And that is the intro for the show, too.
Yay!
Double
Let us
Bach.
know.
What
Shoot
is-
us an email at shootintheshibby or Shibby Shack.
Shoot the Shibby official.
Shut up.
Shibby Shack official
At gmail.com.
Can't
Let us
afford our
know.
own domain yet.
Was Brian funny?
Yeah, I'll email it right now. No.
No, from not Spencer Pillis at Gmail.
Well, jokes on you, my email. Oh, wait, that would be a bad idea.
I mean, to be fair, our fans will just send you like Nazi flags and shit.
I'm not a Nazi. Why does actually? So that's
You just showed us the
that was a terrible point to say the word actually, but I'll roll with it anyway. No, apparently a friend of a friend thinks I actually am a Nazi sympathizer because I hold the opinions where like you can't punch Nazis unless they're exerting violence on you and stuff. Because I don't know, in a civilized society we can't just pick and choose who we punch, regardless of how bad. And we have that thing called freedom of speech.
That
it
is
doesn't
true.
go. It's not.
The
It's
funny
not.
thing
It's not.
is, I'm
Shut up! I'm
totally-
not done
I
yet.
totally agree with you on
It's
all these
not
things,
freedom
but
of
no one ever
speech.
calls me a Nazi.
It's not freedom of speech on a. You're not. It's a Volkswagen thing. Come on, let's face it right here. It's one of the major aspects of it is because I'm a VW lover. But either way,
You clap and you see penis.
freedom.
No, he cheers when he sees penis.
Cheers. I'm sorry. Cheers.
I was impressed. I've never saw a live blowjob performance before, and I stood
Never
up and
looked down?
applauded. I'm sorry. A live blowjob performance that didn't include myself. I hate
Oh boy, that's a new record.
So, as I was saying,
I'm having fun.
I'm glad you're having
fire
fun.
today.
Bob's setting up, I'm doing stuff, and you're playing Cuphead.
Losing at it too.
Great job, champ. I'm proud of you.
At least somebody is.
So, Bob, how are you?
I'm good. I'm dead. I am so tired.
Dead? Like, literally?
Yeah.
Like DED dead.
I am DED dead.
Well, what did you DOOO do?
What did I do?
DEAD dead.
Well, I mean, obviously the two of us know, but our listeners don't know, so why would I say obviously?
mean
This
the three
past
of us?
weekend, the three of us saw, funny enough, Streetlight Manifesto. Not once,
That was the joke.
but saw them twice.
Oh, now I get it.
Yeah, Irish soda bread. You got it. So
Yeah, we saw Streetlight Manifesto twice. They're a ska punk band from Jersey.
Indeed.
Actually from our home studio town, Keesby, New Jersey. Ish.
One of them is from Keesby. Apparently it's pronounced Kesby. Everyone pronounces it Kesby.
they're stupid.
Well, they're stupid, and they don't actually live in Keesby, New Jersey.
No,
I
I'm
live
saying,
here,
I'm
so I
saying,
can make
I'm
my own
saying
official
the people
judgment.
from the people from
This
K,
place.
yeah, from Potassium.
K Easby.
Kesby. Kesby. The people from Keesby say Kesby, apparently B.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And
So,
maybe
you'll call me
that they'll be on their knees.
Grillbees.
On
Yes.
their knees, blowing you. But Spencer won't look. He'll get too excited.
Ladies. Spencer doesn't make eye contact.
I just want. It's next. We're like, oh, let's go to a concert, and Spencer's gonna be like, I can't go. Why? I'm seeing blowjobs live in concert.
Woo!
Live blowjobs.
Blowjobs Live, the musical.
Sounds like it's a satirical Swedish heavy metal. That was almost too accurate.
That was
Brian.
uncomfortable.
What do you do on the weekends?
Blow people, obviously.
Oh well, now that we have that out of the bag.
No, You missed my
You know,
joke
it's
up.
really
I want to make
amazing-
him look bad.
No, actually, it segues to something even better. It's really amazing when people can just flat out own things. Like there was a. How do I narrow this down so I can say it? There was a guy at an organization I belonged to who had a girl.
There was a guy. He had a very short mustache in the middle.
No,
He's really good at paintings too. You guys should see him sometime.
About this tall.
Oh, come on! No, I'm not a Nazi. Stop it.
I didn't say anything about a Nazi. You're the one bringing it up. Someone's
Yeah.
getting oddly defensive.
Except
being
about a
Nazi.
failed art student with a mustache, and he's only this tall.
Yeah, how many failed art students do you think are out there in the world
I think they all
with
succeeded.
weird facial hair?
I think they all succeeded because they realized that they don't need the rest of the world to tell them whether they did good or not. But either way, back to
Yet they
owning
still
things.
look-
Back to owning things.
You could have just said DeviantArt and we all would have believed it.
Yeah, I don't have an argument for that one. But no, so long story short, this guy dated a girl. They didn't date anymore. And so one day, this girl was like friends with a few other people in the organization, sends a Snapchat of a strap-on, and it just had this guy's name and said he wanted this. And so...
Hey man, whatever floats his boat.
But see, it was one of those things where, like, if you weren't confident about owning it, it would have been made fun of forever. But he walks in the door, and we're like, "Hey, guy, did you ask for that?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, no, absolutely," and then smiled and looked at us, and we were just like, he owned it so well that like we were ready to make fun of him, and he just like owned it like, "Fucking come at me." Yeah, I took it in the ass. What do you want? What are you gonna say about it? And we were like, well, nothing. I mean, good for you. I guess.
Stimulates the prostate. He's all about it.
Yeah.
Have
Have you tried it?
I have not.
Don't knock it till you try it. Don't kink shame, motherfucker.
Oh my God! If we were making a joke, we were gonna make a joke. The guy could show anything, whatever orifice he feels like. I don't care about that. But the fact that he owned it, it was even impossible to joke. Like if he was at least a little bit timid, like maybe just the tip. I was like, no, he just flat out owned it. He took the motherfucker, and I was like, oh, that's all I got.
Yeah,
So
power to him.
note to self. Some lesson learned: if you do something stupid, just flat
Lesson
out own
learned.
it.
Just own the fact that you like it.
Just like when Obama said he did cocaine, he's like, "Yeah, I did a little blow, whatever."
Just a
did
little.
blow.
There was Did you ever see the Penn
That
and
actually
Teller
happened,
skit
by the way. If anyone didn't
about Obama doing blow?
No.
no,
oh
but
my
you said
God.
Penn and Teller, so it's probably fantastic.
It was so good. They were talking about it, and since apparently I didn't realize they're very straight edge.
Penn and Teller?
Yeah, apparently they're really
You
straight
know what?
edge.
I can see that.
How? What? I'm not saying that like they're not straight edge, but like, how do you see them as straight edge?
So they're talking about it or whatever, and he's just like, Obama, he's the cool president. He smokes some weed, maybe a little blow. You lead the free. He's going off on him. Oh my God, it was hilarious just to see him like just ramble his argument, just to go maybe a little blow.
Well, George Washington grew weed, so was he like the coolest president? Was he like the Snoop Dogg of presidents?
He's the dankest
Right?
president out there.
Just imagine Snoop Dogg as George Washington. I'm trying to.
What's up with that cherry treeism?
What was up with the cherry tree?
Charitrism.
Hey y'all, all those British bitches coming up here in my hizzle? Nah, son, I'm across the.
If it wasn't blackface, I would totally say you should do a cameo of Snoop Dogg. But that might not fly over well, especially nowadays with the offend apocalypse and all.
Offend apocalypse. Nice.
To be fair, though, that impression
across
also
the
sounded
Delaware.
like Herbert the Pervert.
Oh,
from
right.
Family Guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the greased up.
No,
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 not the
Oh,
greased up
no.
guy.
Sorry.
greased up
Greased
deaf
up guy is like, y'all can't catch me.
Yes.
See y'all next year. Not in line.
Brian, the man of many
I'm a
voices,
bee.
Thanks, man.
including two. Snoop Dogg and
a poor Snoop Dogg impression and kind of greased up deaf guy.
Snoop Dogg as George Washington. So that's like an impression within an
Specifically
impression.
as George Washington.
Phenomenal.
I'm across the Delaware.
But I must say,
places to go.
I
I
must say,
love that Geico commercial, by the way.
which
George Washington crossing the Delaware Turnpike, and it's the guy's pulling him across the
I
road.
don't know
and-
if I know this one.
Oh, it's great because it's people stopped in traffic and there's a guy literally pulling George Washington and is like the Washington's crossing people across the Delaware Turnpike in a boat, And people are like beeping the horns at him and everything, and he just yells, "We've all got places to go." It's really funny.
He didn't yell like, "What time period is this? What are these gigantic metal monstrosities?" Just like, this is a normal everyday.
See, my problem with that is just like that's just like the easy route to go with the jokes like those. Like that happens a lot at the Renaissance Fair.
What is this?
Whenever
What is
we're at
this
the Renaissance
technology?
Fair and like somebody's on their phone,
What do you mean take a picture?
"Hello, sir and or madam. What is this magical square you have
Did
in
you
your
just say I
hand?"
took the cheap route? Hold on. You said I took the cheap route with the joke?
No,
I'm
said,
saying if I was George Washington, I'd be like, "What is this car? What is
you're
this?"
like, "What is this metal monstrosity?"
So to reiterate, yes, you did. Thank you. Okay, continue.
Yeah, no, because I was just saying, like, those like these jokes.
I
to go
just
to
usually
be
when
like,
you shit on me, it's really direct. This was way more subtle. I give you credit in this one.
it's it wasn't really just shitting you because like other people do that too. I like at the Renaissance
You're
Fair,
just
and
as
I'm just
shitty
like,
as they are.
and I'm just like, yeah, you suck as much as they do, and I'm like, oh,
Thank you. Thank
come up
you.
with something better. It's
adorable.
I feel like, I don't know.
That's
better than
why-
just like, what is this magical rectangle that you hold in your hand that can take photos and do other stuff too, and maybe have Farmville on it?
Farmville? What's a Farmville?
Oh, what's a Farmville?
Oh, wait. Oh.
Oh, the Farmville? You mean what I do in regular day life? Like, oh, great. You're choking. Like,
You just see the guy flatline. He just says, "Wait, take two." What's a Farmville?
Exactly. I was gonna say, perfect example. When we were at the Renaissance Fair, and the guy was coming with, he was the Undertaker, and he had like all the dead bodies. And Eric walked up and said, "Bring out your dead." And the guy was like, "Oh, bring out your dead! What an original joke! Haven't heard that today." And I'm like, "Yeah, Eric, you kind of went for the easy joke there, man."
Low-hanging fruit's always
Yeah,
the sweetest.
exactly. Back to our point. We bring up like every episode. The low-hanging fruit is the sweetest.
I should just get that tattooed on my back instead of like trust nobody. It'll just be an old
No,
English.
no. Low-hanging fruit is always the sweetest, right above the ass. Tramp stamp.
What about right on my taint, like right by my testicles?
That would be
I mean, if you want a
amazing.
tattoo on your testicles, be my guest.
Oh no,
man.
I have no intention of getting low-hanging fruit tattooed anywhere on my body. But just for our comedy's sake, like just think about low-hanging fruit.
For comedy's sake, he already has it on there.
Yes, and yeah.
Hashtag
Gotcha.
tat the taint. Get it trending on Twitter.
Please don't smash that like
if we could get 10 people,
10,000. Oh God.
you're overestimating the fact that we can get 10 people to hashtag tat the taint.
Oh jeez.
The only way we do that is if I do it, Bob does it, Matt does it, and then I create the other 7 accounts.
Yeah, but see, I wouldn't put it past you to take like the 10 minutes that would take to do all that. So.
I'm
So many
thinking about it
emails.
now, and it just
So many emails.
I gotta make so many AOL emails, man.
Well, AOL. No Hotmail.
no, Hotmail became Gmail. Come on, man, get up with the times.
Did it really? Mm-hmm. When did that happen?
Like years ago.
Hotmail. Oh.
Hotmail. I don't
In
even
the
know her.
arms of the. What the fuck?
So, fun fact: there's one tweet already that says hashtag tat the taint.
Fantastic. What does it say?
Oh, Jesus.
It's 2 people tweeting each other and goes, "You're gonna run out of runes soon at this rate." Hashtag tat the taint.
Ooh, nice sick rhyme, bro. Nice. Run
Wow.
out, rate, and hashtag that taint or whatever it was. Tat the taint.
You're gonna run out of room at this rate. Looks like you better hashtag tat the taint. Tat the taint. I said tat the taint.
Fucking George Washington Snoop Dogg over here. All right.
Yeah, after we beat these British bitches, I'm gonna tap my taint. Da 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 da. It's the one and only
Just my
USA Snoop Dogg, motherfucker.
Just like colonials in May.
You know we're crossing that Delaware River.
All right, Geico. I will say the one thing that gave...
Gonna write diss track about King George.
One thing about the Geico commercials that I personally enjoyed was, remember how they had the whole caveman thing, and then like the one caveman was in the airport, and I forgot, he was just with the whole premise of the joke was her caveman doing modern day things, but there was really chill elevator sounding music in the background, and I looked it up, and I found one of my favorite European Swedish electronic bands, which really now it's down 'cause it's really the only one I know.
Oh, that I don't know why that just
Royksopp.
reminded me out of nowhere. I was watching a video and someone just like doing like a parody of just like a quick wrap up of what My Hero Academia is.
Yes.
And there's a guy who runs really fast because he has engine in his legs. And when they were describing all the characters, they got to him and they're like, initial D. And I was like, Spencer would know that.
Running in the 90s.
That's the... Hold on, I'm looking over there. What are you doing over there? What are you doing over there, motherfucker?
Working.
Okay, he's working. I was making sure this motherfucker wasn't doing.
Oh yeah,
this.
we have another intern.
No, that's the audience. He's the intern.
Yeah, he's our intern.
Oh yeah, we have an intern who already has a full-time job in communism in communications.
Sure, it's not fascism there.
The American strong shit.
I just, it was a slip of the lip. Shut up.
I'm sure it is.
Yes, we got an intern over there promote communism, and he does a lot of great stuff for us.
Dude, honestly, communism is all the rage nowadays. There's this thing called like anarcho-communism, which means you want all of the no government, I think. But people,
Dude,
people
I'm
want it.
I'm just looking forward to communism so that we can rename all the planets so that Uranus can become our anus.
Where did you get that joke from? That was not you.
The internet.
Yeah, I was about to say that was way too funny and original.
There's like a huge string of just like anything with me or mine or like whatever. It switched to like ours. So like dank memes are now called.
Oh, as in.
So now called dank memes are now called dank ours.
Damn it.
Which was my favorite one out of all of them.
That was pretty good. I appreciate that one.
Oh, it's great.
Why does everyone gotta hate the capitalism, man? What's wrong with its perfect system? What's so bad about that capitalism?
Everything's bad about capitalism. Everything should go to communism. Everyone gets the same. Which
I've been
means that we all run
saying
out of
I
stuff.
should get my standard government issue car
Alright, you know what?
Ever since my transmission exploded.
I was gonna roll. Hold on. I was just gonna roll with it. I don't like communism. I'm a libertarian. Go.
Now you ruined my commie chub. I don't want to hear about this libertarian bullshit. So what do you hate helping poor people?
Totally.
You fucking dick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tax you for that.
Get a job.
I do. It's tax HR.
I tax HR people specifically. The HR guy for our tax firm. Oh,
Right, Bernie Sanders
Double
is like, we
tax.
should tax 1%. I'm like, no, we should tax human resources. Human resources of what? Yes.
I just imagine the guy up on the podium. Senator Sanders, you say that we should tax the 1%. Yes, they get too much money, and we should redistribute the wealth. All right, Senator Pillars, what do you think we should do? I think we should tax the HR people.
I'd be the Gary Johnson of the Communism Party.
The rent is
Senator
too damn
Pellis?
high, club.
Senator Pellis, can you go into a little more detail? Yes.
Fuck them.
Am I supposed to take over from here?
No detail. Yeah, fuck the HR people. Tax them. What about everyone else? No.
no. There's enough HR people to
HR, yeah.
distribute to everybody.
Spencer Pellis. HR, yes. Tax rest, no.
I was a full-blown Bernie bro, too. Until he caved and said he's going to do everything he will to get Hillary in. I wanted... Bernie was my boy. He was the only one that seemed genuine. And then I voted for Gary Johnson, the guy that said we don't need to care about global warming because the world's just going to explode one day anyway.
Yeah, that one made me sad that I put my vote towards him.
Me too, but I was hoping, blah, third party, blah, 5%.
I just want anarchy at this point. We're already halfway there.
So I can just go steal my transmission?
You can go steal whatever you
Fuck
want.
it, boys, we're going to Germany.
Getting like the three of our heads on like a little red line going across the ocean.
Travel all the way to Wolfsburg. I'm like, hello, can I...
But of course, to be funny, we have to have like one point where we like loop around and go somewhere else. And then like
We'll
you
stop in
you
Amsterdam.
take a little explosion, and then we do another loop, and we go somewhere.
Sea
else.
monster in the ocean.
Yeah, like the little sea monster comes up near us, and our face go, ooh.
Oh, Nessie. We'll stop
And
in
then we finally get
Amsterdam
to
to
where we
partake
need to
in nothing but good, wholesome Christian activities
Like sex.
and violence.
And drugs.
Sex
Exploited.
and violence.
Hey, the exploited.
Hey, remember the old
Right, that's
episodes?
the exploited? Let me double check that even though we're not going to edit out.
I have no idea.
Sex and violence.
So,
That used to be my alarm every day. I was like, what's like the weirdest, dumbest song that I could wake up to in the morning? It was sex and violence. And it worked out for a while.
so when I came in this afternoon, when we're getting ready to
Not
record,
Sex in the City.
I walked downstairs, and the two of you were arguing about something.
Oh, Jesus.
And the only
It is
words I
exploited.
heard out of Brian's mouth were "save it for the podcast." I have no idea what you guys were talking about and arguing about.
Credentials redeemed.
but I want to know
Oh, yeah.
what the hell were you two
There
arguing
was an
about?
old game called Wave Race 64. It was a great. It is a
amazing-
great game.
it's an amazing game.
It is a great. It's not
Still is.
amazing. It's not amazing.
Still is.
It's not amazing.
Still is.
It's okay.
Hey,
It's
before
very
we
good.
start fighting, let's tell the story first.
Okay.
There's no story.
no,
Brian and I
listen-
disagree in video games.
No,
there you go.
I came downstairs today and I was like, I don't know why, but I just want to get on my soapbox and just tell the world how much I fucking love Wave Race 64. And he was just like, why? And I'm like, 'cause it's a great game. He goes like, it's not that great anymore.
Like it's good. It's just not like
I
I
love
think of great games like Star Fox 64. I think that one has.
it's another great game.
No, but I'm saying like that one actually still upholds to today. Wave Race 64 is a great game. It just doesn't hold up today.
I think it holds up today. I think it holds up very well.
It holds up today in a nostalgic value the same way Goldeneye holds up today in a
Goldeneye
nostalgic
does not
value.
hold up today.
Right. Well, this is where the pinnacle of the argument came
Goldeneye
from.
does
I never said that
not.
Goldeneye was a superior game. They're kind of two different games completely.
I know they're two different
one's
games.
a shooter. One's
No,
a.
but
If anything, we should have a shooter where you shoot people on jet skis. That would be a great game.
GoldenEye
Race. James Bond on a jet ski shooting people.
But no, here
That actually
here,
probably happened in one of the movies.
here's my thing.
Pretty sure it did.
Wave
I think it was
Race,
Casino Royale, actually.
like you could play Wave Race today,
Fantastic.
and you won't fight with the controls that much. You could play the game like you could like I could literally have anyone who has played like a bunch of modern day games, so I can get like a younger kid to sit down, have him play Wave Race, and he would be able to control the game and have a much better time than if I sat him down to play GoldenEye.
I can get a young kid to sit down and play Tetris, and he would have no issue controlling it and have no issue
well,
playing
the thing
game.
is because Tetris is just like a 2-button game.
There's like 4.
Turn and down. And
What if you
I'm
want to
sorry,
turn the other
3,
way?
hold.
You can't hold in Tetris; it just keeps falling.
No, you can hold in Tetris.
What do you mean you can
As in,
hold in Tetris?
put the piece to the side.
Oh, that sort of. Save it for later. Hold. I thought you meant like, oh, it's falling. I was gonna make it stop.
No, that
Wow, that would have changed the game a lot for me when I used to play that.
What if you knew they can actually just put a piece over to the side and go to the
I
next
just
one?
always whatever. You know what? I played hardcore mode. Whatever piece they gave me is the one I threw at the board.
No,
'Cause that's the terminology
I always
they
held
use for
I always
Tetris.
held the long piece so I can build it up and then just slam long pieces down a bunch in a row.
And fun
get,
fact,
like,
the Tetris
back-to-back
song is some
Tetris.
old Russian folk song or something.
It is.
That's because it was made in Russia.
You don't know that.
I do know that. It was
No,
made by a
no,
Russian man who
no.
didn't get the royalties for making the game until like 2009.
Right, they were
when the
making
game came
it,
out in,
and
like,
then
the
Chernobyl
70s.
exploded. Yeah, That's-
No, it's because
that's the timeline in my head.
No, it's because he licensed out the rights to the game, and then the people screwed him over, so he didn't make any money from that game.
Goddamn capitalism!
Until about 2009. Actually, it was in Russia in like the 70s. So
So yeah, capital nominalism.
yeah, that's why Tetris has a big Russian theme to it because it was made in Russia.
The more you know. Do do do
And the
do.
more you know is that Wave Race 64 is still an amazing game.
It's good. It's good. It reminds me of my childhood when I play it. See, so there's some things that like will never be the same again. Like I'll never have an album that holds up like Smashing Pumpkins' Siamese Dream to me because that album like I grew up with. I fell asleep to it in the car. I listened to it when we had pool parties with my family. Like there's no album that can come out and just regenerate that sort of life unless they remaster the album. So like Wave Race 64 carries that for me also. I used to sit there. I barely played the actual game. I would just go
Oh,
into
no,
the
dude,
free
dude,
play
just go
area
to Dolphin Park and just,
Dolphin
like-
Park, thank you, and just fling
doing
the dude
fucking
off the
tricks.
jet ski, and I'd fling him so his ass went ass first like into the camera. And my cousin and I found that
Face
wildly
down, ass
hilarious.
up. That's the way I play
a jet
Wave
ski.
Race.
Oh yeah, that's the way I tie my shoes. But
Yes.
there's no game that will replicate that. Same thing goes with GoldenEye. The reason why people think it's one of the top tier shooters is because it's nostalgic value.
Nothing
at
bothered.
the time it was groundbreaking. It was a
Yeah, I
fun
guess.
game to play with your friends. You
Duke
had
Nukem
3 other
also
people
came
there.
out.
But the thing was, GoldenEye was like You know, James Bond was probably somewhere near like his top of fame around the 90s ish.
Oh, for sure.
Pierce Brosnan, he's a hunk.
Yeah, the Pierce Brosnan era of GoldenEye or of James Bond was probably the highest it had been. Well, it was
huge.
the highest it had
huge.
been then.
And it
None of these
was
facts
a
have been
licensed
checked,
game
by the way.
because here's the thing, like a lot of like movie tie-in games or movie licensed games aren't ever really good.
No.
Very, very few times where they actually turn out to be pretty damn good.
Are you telling me that the Powerpuff Game Boy game was not that good? Because let me tell you, sir, if you want a vintage game that holds up to today, it was terrible.
Most movie tie-in games aren't great. They're pretty
The Toy
terrible.
Story game for
It's almost like they're just marketed.
one of the games is
and
awesome.
They're just
They're just marketed to get more
just
money out of kids.
generic
I'm aware.
platformers.
Like Ewoks?
Her, E.T. for Atari ruined everything. Her.
Yeah, no one was gonna say that.
Well, no, I just know that there's like people out there be like, just like E.T. with Atari, I would cause the video game crash.
I mean, it's a pretty valid point, especially because back then, video games were such a counterculture that like they needed hits, they needed nothing but hits, and then this E.T. game out. E.T.
Well, it was also a very
I just did the backwards word thing. E.T. game came out.
T-E-T.
The
Great old
CT came. Anyway,
I just want to imagine the movie and it's just like, go home.
Tech, go back in the center of the earth.
Go home. And he goes to like touch the kid's finger and he like completely misses and goes like past his head. He's like, Tim, my finger's over here.
No, instead of touching it, you pull his finger and he farts.
I just see
His ass lights up.
I just see him saying, Tech, go home. And he just shrugs and walks to his house next door. And he's home. That's it.
Goes in there,
Movie's
starts
over.
eating Funyuns and
Nope.
like smoking weed.
Not even that far. Not even that far. The door closes. The slamming of the door is that it. Roll credits, and then you have a hit. And then they can make
Get
another
outta here.
shitty game.
All right.
That sounds
Yeah.
like something Adult Swim would come up with.
Or a Robot Chicken or something. Yeah.
I could see that.
I'll take a Seth Green comparison. Thank you. That's a compliment in my book.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's
See,
about,
I'm nice
it's
to
about
Spencer.
it's about on par with Without a Paddle.
I love that movie. I was just about to bring it up. That was such a good movie. That was the movie that introduced me to the song No Rain. All I'm saying is that my life is really plain.
No, keep going. This is great.
I don't know the words, but I also can't sing that high. I have a very low voice. But no, I love that movie. I was about to say, in fact, I was going to say that was like a pinnacle of Seth Green. That and when he was Amish and fixed the 1970-something Pontiac GTO Judge. What was that movie?
I know what movie you're talking about. I can't remember what movie it is, though.
Little brother steals big brother's Pontiac GTO, goes on crazy adventure, breaks GTO, Amish guy fixes it. The joke is he's Amish and he can fix it.
They actually explain the reason why he fixed it, because when Amish people turn 18, they get to go out and
They go on
experience
Glutenschlag or whatever it's called.
But he spent that year learning
Rheinfeld.
about how to fix
This
cars.
is a German thing that they sound German.
So that's why he was able to fix the car.
I'm actually going to Google Amish guy.
Just look up Seth Green
Fixes-
Amish.
No, this is better. Fix it. You need to be very precise when it comes to Google. Amish guy fixes GTO. Sex drive. Holy shit, that works.
I mean, that's a pretty like, I don't know. You're not gonna get much about Amish guy fixing this specific car.
There's a lot of stuff on the internet, you know. Oh, 69. I was off. I said 1970, 1969.
Ha.
Oh.
You said GTO.
No, it wasn't. It was a GTO, Brian. It was a 1969 GTO Judge, not a 1970. That was
19. That's funny.
69 was a great year for cars.
Dude, you cars. That's a movie.
I hate you.
It's a movie by Pixar.
It's also a great movie. A very underrated movie.
Cars 1, yes. Cars 2, no.
Cars 2 was great.
No.
Cars 2 was fun.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Well, you don't like fun, so you wouldn't understand.
I like fun. You're the one who doesn't like fun.
I love fun. I just don't like to feel like garbage. We've been over this probably every other episode. Either way.
It's like the fourth time we brought it up.
But you had the 69.
Either way,
you
waiver
had
is
the
64.
Cuda, you had the... No, we're past 64. We're at 69 now.
I thought we were at 70.
The Camaro... No, we
Bitchin'
went
Camaro.
too far.
I ran over my neighbor.
That's the 1980s, okay? That's the dead milkman. You can't... That's... Now you're going too far.
My brother used to have a Camaro.
Whatever happened to it?
He sold it.
No, in the arms
Great
of
story.
an angel.
That was phenomenal.
Thanks, Bob. Well, welcome back to the podcast. Saw you over there diddling yourself.
How much did you sell the Camaro for?
Like $100.
You're shitting me.
We sold it to a family friend. So
I don't-
It was like the family friend's discount.
Discount? That's just family friends. This is less than scrap value count. Like,
well, that car we were going to literally just sell to a junkyard for $500.
you could have sold it to me, and I could have put the turd on top of it and
Oh
had a
my
rear-wheel
God.
drive V8 flaming turd. You piece of shit.
You never said you were interested in it.
I also had no place to put it or a place to do this. But you don't know that.
Actually, no. We had this conversation
Yes, we did.
because we tried to sell it to you. You said you
hoping
wanted
he would
it,
forget.
and then you were like, "No, I can't do it. Only please."
It wasn't automatic.
So
It
we were
wasn't
like, "All right,
automatic
fuck
though,
you."
wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I think it was an automatic. I think that was the deal breaker for me.
Was she automatic? So automatic?
Yeah, she was, and that's why I didn't like her.
The way that she moves.
Well, speaking of the
way that
turd,
she moves.
we did. We had a little road trip this weekend in the turd.
Your face when I hammered, because the side exhaust, your face when I hammered down next to Eric, it looked like you were taking a blow dryer to the face. You were cringing like, yeah, I'm here. I have a loud car. Let's just preface that.
My favorite part of that entire trip was the drive to and from the Chick-fil-A that felt like it was 45 minutes away.
It was like 5 minutes away.
Yeah, it's close.
Now, I
about 5
have the
minutes.
utmost confidence in Spencer's driving. I
All right,
probably
you do that?
shouldn't.
I'm gonna Google Maps how far that Chick-fil-A is.
Cool, because I know where
So,
Salty Dad is going in this.
I
perfect
have
story for Salty
the
Dad.
utmost confidence in Spencer's driving.
That's more confidence than I have.
Brian doesn't. Now, we're driving, and we have an overpass that we're driving under.
Tunnel.
And Spencer likes the sound of his car, as do I.
Yes.
So, being Spencer, he guns it.
Drop a gear, hammer down.
Loud, under the tunnel, echoes. It's a great sound. It's so much fun. Brian, on the other hand, Spencer, there's a car. There's Spencer. There's brakes.
It's not the first time I've been in this car when it's broken down.
Yeah, but there's a
It
difference.
won't be the last time.
There's a difference
I go
between
in
it
that
breaking.
car.
See,
And
driving
it breaks down.
driving
Let
down.
Bob have this one.
See, driving down to the concert. Okay, maybe in the back of my head, I'm like, that would really suck if this broke down. Eric's driving a Miata, only has 2 seats in it. Huh. You know
Broke
what?
down. I'd obviously buy
Fuck
an
it.
Uber for you guys.
It's
and take
raining.
care of it.
I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. It's raining. We don't have a roof. I'm having fun. People are looking at us. We're honking the awooga horn. I got to honk the awooga horn. It was great. I had a lot of fun.
Also, to be fair, I wasn't that bad.
You were dad. You were
say-
dad status.
I will say I was just like, oh shit, I'm going to die.
Of the people in the car that I thought was going to be like, I thought it was going to be my brother.
Oh no, I could have told you,
no,
it was Brian.
I never feel safe in that car. I know that we're like you ever see Back to the Future?
Oh yeah,
You know when they're in the DeLorean and they're going over Biff's car and he says, "Why don't we just land down?" And he's like, "We're in a DeLorean. As soon as we hit that car, he's like, we have to tap that car. We'll turn into fucking like a crumbled ball." That's what I imagine every time I'm inside Spencer's car.
Well, you're not
the
wrong.
Slightest ding.
Oh, no, it's true.
From like any other car, we're fucking careening off to death.
Here's the thing, though: getting in the car, you're accepting the inherent risk.
Oh, I know, and I hop into
When
it
you
every
get
time.
into a car,
I,
that if you scrape your knee climbing in because the doors don't work,
In my future
you're getting a
court
tetanus
case,
shot.
in my future
I
court
scraped my
case, I just
finger
want
on
to
it.
have this put out there that I'm not forcing them to say this, just so you know, just in case we ever have to use this as evidence. Continue.
I
Please help
Bob
me stand in the car
Giaquinto
every time.
of Sound Body and Sound Mind willingly get
Never heard of that
into
company.
I know willingly
What about
get into
Soundgarden?
Spencer's turd.
Black hole turd, won't you drive and crash into a plane?
A plane,
What else rhymes with rain that I can crash into?
a train.
I hate you.
You know, something on the ground.
Yes, Brian.
What
we get,
rhymes
we,
with
we
hug
get,
me?
We get what you're getting at. Well, you know what? I'd do it on the spot. I'm not a very good freestyler, and I'm happy I could even think of a rhyme. So,
Ha! I'm terrible at rhyming. Take that, douche.
Wave Race sucks.
Road rage sucks.
The game or the action of being on the road?
Hey man, Road Rage was such a great game.
Is that the one where
I do enjoy it.
That's the one where you're driving the
drive
motorcycles
you
and you have,
kick people,
and you have
yes.
the pipes and the kick.
Yes, yes.
and the
No, it is
back.
a fun game.
love
I
that
just wanted to
game.
That is such a great game.
It is a fun game.
Well, look at that. You shat on Bob
Duke
instead.
Nukem 64 sucks, and I'm standing by that statement.
That's fine.
Yeah, I
completely
agree. I'm not a
Game
fan of that game.
Sucks.
Right, no, that's totally a game
Everything
that
looks like
remember that
ass.
whole talk about nostalgia and stuff.
Remember that whole talk about how things don't hold up well?
Real talk though, the best game on N64 that ever came out is Wheel of Fortune.
That's fair.
I'll spin.
That's actually very fair.
I'll spin.
How
I'll tell
many
you right now-
3-player games are there?
Rampage.
Fuck you. Actually,
Well, I'm actually pretty impressed. I couldn't. think of
Rampage
any.
is
Dude, we're
actually
talking
one
about
of
video
my
games.
all-time
Dude,
favorite
I can go like
games.
this all day. With
I know you
fucking-
and James wouldn't shut the fuck up. It was like Bob and I were just staring at like the two of you are this guy.
I
that
felt
we-
like I was watching someone play
We
Pong.
met one of my friends at Streetlight Manifesto, and they were arguing back and forth, and we were just it was like watching tennis, just like love 15, bink, bonk, well, blah, 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 bink, blah, 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 bink, and it was just back and forth, like but Nintendo, bink, but Sega, bink, but Nintendo, bink, and it was just
But
oh
it's
my.
Sonic.
My thing to anyone
And
who
of
ever
course,
tries to argue me
Tom
between-
Kalnoky started like an hour and a half late, so like we had plenty of time to digest all of this.
Streetlight Manifesto going on an hour and a half late.
You know, when there's only
What?
300
See-
people going to the secret show, you thought, maybe they'll start on time. I don't know. Maybe that. Nope.
I guess we should give our concert review since the three of us went.
Keith the King and I.
Terrible. Hate it. Never go again. Go
Yeah.
go
I
see.
didn't like the second day as much, and I think it's because since we saw
Crowd.
the
It
was the
exact
crowd.
show, the crowd also. I mean, I also wasn't like as into it because I was also like dead.
Oh yeah, you were dead.
I was dead
Yeah,
from
so
like
was
the
I.
night before. So I don't know. It was also just like I felt like the sound wasn't as good as the day before. The crowd
I'll
wasn't
agree.
as great. I thought
The crowd was a
Are you
little
trying
bit...
to tell me that the sound in a school gymnasium was not as good as a genuine concert venue? The first concert was in a place in Asbury known as the House of Independence. It's an awesome venue with an upstairs bar, downstairs bar, and just a place to dance, or you can sit up, you can stand up high, and you can just look down at the crowd. The other place, I've heard of the Pine Belt Arena or the Robert Wood Johnson, whatever it's called now. I've also heard of Toms River High School. I didn't know that they were the same thing, though. The second concert was in now it was very ska-esque to have the concert in a high school
It
gymnasium.
was very Guitar Hero 2ish.
It was.
Right. It was there was
But-
something about having lights and then also looking up at the ceiling and seeing all the places that Tom's River beat in basketball or whatever it was. But
Nothing gets me going during a better place, a better time. But I'm like, yeah, Annie shouldn't kill herself. Also, thank God Tom's River won volleyball in 08.
I honestly think the best part about that whole show, though, I met this super awesome girl. She had two different streetlight dresses that she made with retired streetlight shirts, and she actually bought a 1950s Kaiser Manhattan, which I didn't even know what that was either. It's an old like 1950s, big as a truck but a car, and named it Annie after A Better Place, A Better Time. And
That's
she's,
pretty cool.
She's like full blown rockabilly, and this is why she
Oh,
bought
yeah.
the car to restore.
She's
And
also been
she's
to like
super
40
cool.
of their concerts.
Yeah,
Also from Utah.
from Utah, now
So
lives in
shout
Rhode
out
Island.
to
Jessica.
Jessica.
Shout out to Jessica.
Shout out to the Utah Jazz.
And actually, you guys keep talking because
The
she
Utah
has
Jazzicas.
the Utah. I want to shout out to her Instagram. So you guys keep talking while I do things.
Anytime anyone mentions Utah, I
That's
just
a
have
segue.
to immediately go to like the Utah Jazz.
Is there a reason why?
Simply because of the Book of Mormon, or the Book of Mormon, I mean.
Okay.
Because he's from, they're from Utah.
Oh, okay.
So there was a part where he was talking about his dad would never get angry unless the Utah Jazz lost.
Go back to my old Instagram.
Go to the. All right, everyone. This section of the podcast has turned into self-help. So you click the top thing up here. See, that brings up all your stuff. Now you can go back to your
Amateur everything with a 3. I
shitty
didn't say
page
that
with a
as
great
plug.
name because
Somebody else
Bob
thought of it.
_ on air.
Anyway, you guys keep talking. I can't
you
stop.
just
And
plug your own.
Minnie
Maybe.
Pearl _ New England doll. That was her. She makes dresses and she makes some men's clothing, and it's really awesome. And if you don't want to buy things, that's cool. Just check it out. It's really awesome.
No, she was really cool. I liked her a lot.
she was cool.
Although
saw
she
her-
wasn't a fan of the fact that I actually don't mind the Killers.
Yeah, she hates
I'm
the
not
Killers.
a fan of that either. I actually hate the Killers also. Actually,
I mean,
maybe
granted-
hate's a strong word. They've never done anything to me. I just think the music's crap, and I'm saying
why don't you just marry her then?
she has a boyfriend. Thank you, Matt, in the background.
I was gonna say, Pop, jokes
No,
on
I'm
you.
just kidding.
He totally would have. No, I'm kidding.
Don't make it weird, man.
Just stop. I could have a chance.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not a.
no,
I'm not a fucking home wrecker. Jesus
No.
Christ.
What I'm saying was that
Matt,
I
shut
like.
up. Is that picking up in the back? Is just him hooting and hollering?
Left a marker to find out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, just
cool.
leave a marker. We can have that later. So what I was talking about
You can
was
keep it in. I'm just curious if we can hear Matt.
let's keep it going. Come on.
I was listening to that today because my cousin
Bye,
went to
Kat.
St. Thomas. My cousin went to St. Thomas, and so I posted that song on his.
No, what I was saying was that I know the Killers don't have they're
my
not
cousin's-
the
my
best
cousin's
band ever. I'm not trying to defend the
boyfriend.
Killers
They get married this weekend.
because all I said was that I like the song Mr. Brightside.
I appreciate that song.
I like that song. Bones,
Coming out of my
Bones, I
neck.
think is okay. When You Were Young is also okay.
What really spoke to me is when he said, "I got soul, but I'm not a soldier."
I didn't say every song of theirs
That
was a hit.
That was lyrical genius because
See-
I identify as soul, but I'm not a soldier.
I see.
There's actually I forgot the
He
comedian.
said that line and I was just like, okay, whatever. And then he's like, I got soul, but I'm
It's like,
not
oh,
a
you're gonna
soldier. I
own
was
that.
like, oh, okay,
You're
I
gonna-
got soul. Okay, I got soul. Okay, dude.
I forgot the
Fucking
comedian.
Jesus.
This is not an original joke. I forgot the comedian, but it was like that makes as much sense as saying I got pot, but I'm not a potato.
Well, I mean,
Other people are funnier than me.
well,
See, I don't
that
have
would-
any ill will towards the Killers.
that one wouldn't work as much because you don't call it a potato. It's a potato.
I got Poe, but I'm not a potato.
Okay, cool. You caught a Poe. Good for you.
I got pot, but I'm not a pots and pans.
It's a joke. You're
was
just supposed to
stupid.
chuckle at it. Not put this much thought and effort into it.
Yeah, I mean,
but you know, whatever.
I don't have anything against the Killers. I'm not a fan.
Except the fact that they're murderers.
I wouldn't. True. I wouldn't consider myself a fan of the band, but I wouldn't also say that I hate them.
I'm just staring at him. Just so everyone can know.
That look was that was worth it just for the look. I knew the joke wasn't good, but
I think you took like 2 years off my life. Bob, continue. Good. Fuck yourself.
Wow.
We've gone from shitting on Spencer to trying to kill Spencer with the Killers. Anyway, go.
No, I'm just saying I wouldn't consider myself a fan of the band, but I also wouldn't say that I hate them. They're just kind of
They're not. Hey, they're Delilah. I'll give them that.
They're
That's better.
there.
you mean the plain white teeth?
I just know them as Hey, they're Delilah because that's my least favorite song of all time.
Fun fact: they actually were supposed to perform.
There's nothing fun about that
I know
band.
they were supposed to perform at Ryder
Fact.
the year before. The year before, I think your freshman year. It might have been your freshman year, or the year before that, but they canceled like the day of, saying, "Oh, we don't feel well."
Yeah, I wouldn't after
And because
performing
of that-
bullshit every day.
Yeah. Oh, then because of that, Ryder stopped bringing actual musicians and actual talent.
Are you saying that Jason Derulo is not actual talent? Dude, he rides solo. I'm kidding.
Was
the
that
night
Jason
of that?
Derulo?
Yeah, I ride solo. Ride solo.
Was that Jason Derulo?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I actually, Eric and I went to our friend Matt's house to play Halo that night. We actually walked through the line to the concert to my car. We made a song. I remember it because it was like 4 years ago. Wow, it's been 4 years. Yeah, it's been 4 years ago at this point. It was something like that. I'm playing
Oh
Halo.
God! Oh, I know what I did that night. Then never mind.
You also had
Continue.
You also had Lupe Fiasco.
Go on.
That's right. We had Lupe. We
Yeah,
had
Lupe
No,
Fiasco.
we had J.
no.
Cole
How
and his esteemed colleague
Just
Michael.
let him talk because I'm not letting this one go.
J. Cole. I remember that because they put out a poll. They're like, what do you guys want to come to Ryder? Number 1, rock band. Number 2, country. Number 3, electronic. All the way down to number 7,
Garbage.
rap R&B. So what happened? We got a rap R&B.
Well, that's because everyone else wanted it.
No, that's because we all wanted it. I don't care. Leave it in. Fuck him.
Hey, so speaking of things that we're not supposed to talk about, Bob, what'd you do that night?
things, okay?
He's got soul, but he ain't a soldier. That's what he got that night.
I actually never went to one of the Rider free concerts
Yeah, me neither.
I went
They had
to
crappy
two.
bands.
because they were stupid.
I went to two.
had
I went to
no
We the
interest.
Kings because I went to We the Kings, but left halfway through the first song of Captain.
They're not kings. They're just princes.
Because
Was it that was
Captain was
that was
terrible.
what your senior year, right?
No, that was my junior year. My senior year was Magic.
Oh,
what did
that
we?
was
What
my
did we
senior
the
year,
Kings
that's right.
sing?
My senior year was Magic, and
They're actually like a pop punk kind of band.
We the Kings sing "Run, Baby, Run."
Oh, no
Don't
way.
ever- Yeah, dude, they opened.
That's all.
They opened.
They
They
for
opened
who?
for Kelly Rowland.
Who the fuck is
She
Kelly
was
Rowland?
one of the Beyonce girls.
Beyonce, it's Destiny's
Destiny's Children.
She's
Three's
one of the
Company?
single ladies.
Destiny's Company of Children.
Oh, Destiny's Child.
No, I called them
You actually
Destiny's-
didn't get the joke.
What?
You didn't get his joke at first. You're
No,
actually
what?
legitimately laughing at that. No, that's just the Destiny's Three Company Child thing.
No, because I said Three Company because I didn't know what they were called.
I called them. I knew it was Destiny Child. I called them Destiny's Children.
I thought
for
that was
jokes.
a setup. That was an actual organic joke, and it was still terrible. Okay,
Yeah, thanks.
Fair. Wow.
So it was We the Kings opened, and then
Shit.
some
I thought I had the
shitty
whole-
rapper named Captain,
Oh
who
my
we
God.
interviewed.
We did.
And
he was
his
awful.
His fucking hype man was like 45 years old, and he's like coming out of. Oh my god!
It's just Ted. I found him at the 7-Eleven.
Honestly, it probably was.
I wouldn't put it
This
past
dude
him.
was the most generic ass looking motherfucker, and he's just like, "Yo, I got Captain. It's gonna be great, and whatever, and I'm probably gonna have arthritis by the end of this."
When you say you got Captain, we talk about rum or rapper?
KAPTN.
So there's no rum.
No.
Worst rapper.
Rum would have made it a lot better.
But he gave us Captain's pipes, which were just like the light up sticks that you could bang on each other.
He's like, hey, man,
Captain's
Here's my
pipes.
cat-
He called them Captain's pipes.
slinging my pipe
Those
here.
fucking blow up tapping things that go bonk. Like, is that's really what he called? That's what you're talking about?
You know those like
The noise clapping
light up-
one.
Yes,
the light
but
up thing.
one of them and they light up.
Only one? You don't even get to make the bonking noise?
No. Well,
you could-
if you put two of them together, you're
Well,
probably
if
good.
you-
Well, yeah, but then you gotta
If
get two.
start clapping with your friend.
Hey.
But I
Best concert experience ever. Everyone come together
friend and I
so we can
bonked.
bonk. Oh, Jesus.
We
like
bonked
Dexter's
during the
Laboratory.
concert.
You know what?
Bonk.
In all fairness, I guess it would really be distracting to his music if they gave him two. Because he's trying to rap and all you hear is bonk, bing, yum, bonk, bonk, bing, bonk, bonk. So,
I mean, honestly, it would have probably aided
So-
his performance.
I wasn't there.
he has one song that I can
What's
at
the
least
45-year-old hype
listen to.
man say? Bonk, bonk, bonk.
He has one song I can at least listen to
White
for like a
Tyrese?
little bit. No,
I am the white Tyrese.
no Ricky Ricardo.
Yeah, that's right.
Ricky Ricardo, I can tolerate for a little bit, but any other song by his, I was like, this is pure trash. But no, it was funny because like it was actually packed for We the Kings, and then like as soon as Captain came on, like part of the crowd left, and then
Run, baby, run.
and then
Don't ever look
and then
back.
Kelly Rowland came on, and it got like even smaller, and it was just like wow, just goes to show
Maybe the
how-
one guy that runs the thing doesn't actually have the music zeitgeist of what people want
Doesn't
to
have
listen
the-
to.
But guys,
of-
Res Life knows everything about everything,
No.
and we know what you guys want to watch.
Yeah, it really didn't hit me
because he
until
took
like
a
after
position
it
of power to make himself feel better.
Yeah.
Tell me how you really feel.
I didn't like him.
No, he was a piece of shit.
I'm not I'm not saying he's not. I'm just like, do you ever like think about like we paid money to go there for them to tell us to like what we're gonna listen to and whatnot.
Oh, trust me, I regret 90% of my college.
Oh, I don't regret
choice.
anything. It just kind of hit me afterwards. I'm
No,
like,
just my college choice.
Oh, go on, come on, Bob. Everyone, what choice are we talking about? You only had one choice apparently. What are you regretting?
Going there.
You didn't get that?
I was seeing if it would segue into a different direction. I
No.
was wrong.
No, but it was just straight up.
Just going
straight
there.
up Ryder.
You know, I'm sad I met you too, Dick.
See, that's why I said.
That's why he
there's
said
10
90%.
Yeah,
We're the
there's-
10%.
you
We
guys-
are the 1%.
We probably are.
You guys are the 10%, and like the friends
I'm
and
6
the
and he's
radio
4.
station.
I'm 6%. He's 4.
All of that is the 10%. The other 90% is like, the 100 and however many $1,000s of debt that I'm in.
I could buy a Ferrari with that.
My debt could probably buy a Ferrari LaFerrari.
No, it can't. You could probably buy like a '90s used Ferrari 4.5 or no, a early 2000s F430.
You know what? Probably.
I will say,
then you wouldn't know how to radio though. You would have this cool
That- see,
Ferrari,
that
but know
is
how to
true.
do radio.
Bob, I will say,
I mean, at that point,
Which one would you really want?
either have a Ferrari or never have a Ferrari in my life, because I work in radio and radio doesn't get paid well.
Well, at least we get
so
the exposure.
So the one concert that was actually really cool that I could go to was my senior year. The band Magic came, and while
What they do? Play Rude 50,000 times?
No, that
98.3.
it was really funny because funny.
That's a radio station near us.
It is.
It was they didn't know how to open it. It was just them, but it was an outdoor concert. So they're giving away tickets, but the tickets just got you into like the sectioned off area, but you because it was out.
This is at Ryder?
Yeah, it was behind. It was just cool because it was an outdoor concert.
Yeah.
It was instead of the fall concert.
Yeah, because it was it was first semester.
Oh, was it?
It was first semester senior year.
Well, that would be fall, first semester.
Yeah, it was autumn.
Well, instead of having the shit
Fall.
bands.
Why are you so against the word fall?
Because it's such a stupid word. Fall, because leaves fall. Autumn. Culture yourself, asshole.
No, it's
so
pretty pretty
the
known
autumn
as fall.
So the autumn concert was them, and it was really funny because they came out and they were singing their other songs, and I looked up their other songs, and the songs are okay. They're cool, just to jam out to or whatever. They're not anything to go hard on. They're just all right, cool jazzy
Right.
beats. And Ryan Hanratty actually came. He already graduated, but he came and just enjoyed the concert with me. And we took pictures
why
and
not?
danced because anyone could literally just show up. Who cares? And then it was,
I didn't pay money.
it
to
was
go to
funny
school.
because you see the crowd in the beginning and they're all just standing there during the songs, and then you just hear Saturday morning, and in fucking unison, everyone's hands were up, phone was filming.
For what
Just
song?
just for Rude.
I don't.
It's Saturday morning, jumped out of bed, put on my best suit.
Yeah, I don't
Knocked
know.
on your door and to your dad, and I was like, "Can I have your daughter for the rest of my life?" Say yes, 'cause I need to know.
Why
You
you
said
gotta
I'm
be
not-
so
Yeah,
rude? A reggae
Don't
song
you
I
know
don't
I'm
actually
human
enjoy.
too?
Yeah, that one.
Their other songs actually aren't terrible,
I shouldn't say reggae. It's just a song with an offbeat. There's a difference.
but their other songs kind of have more a reggae vibe, and it's oh, these are pretty good. And then
Well, they're was it
because
Goo Goo Dolls?
Rude wasn't
sounding?
that bad when I first heard it. I was like, oh, this song's pretty good. But then
Every
some
radio station.
some songs grow on you and some songs just don't. I have songs I listen I fucking would kill anyone else because of how much they listen to it, but when I listen to it I'm it just gets better with age. Rude did not get better with age. Rude got
No,
pretty awful to listen to.
The hits that are just made to be hits don't age well because there's no authenticity to it.
Yeah, the other songs are pretty good though.
The only nice thing about listening to that
Don't
music is it
kill
takes
the
me back to that time period. Other than that, there's no.
They have a song
there's no-
called Magic. It's actually pretty good.
That's cool. I will actually do want to give a shout out to the Super Soul Brothers because I was listening to them last
But are they a
week.
soldier?
I just go home. Just go the fuck home.
Cool, I'm here. What's up?
No, this isn't. I am squatters' rights. I'm taking this place.
I
Get
have
a
been
new
6
home.
months. Fuck off.
Well, fucking watch me.
But I'm
I
living,
ain't going nowhere.
I'm living here too, so squatters' rights don't count.
Oh, they don't know that.
I had to go on vacation.
So, but I was listening to the Super Soul Brothers. I had all my windows. It was a beautiful day out, windows down. For those that don't know, they're a jam sounding sort of band, with a horn section and whatnot, like soul music, all based around video game music. A lot of it so well done that I don't even realize it's video game music. It's just a great sounding tune. But I had a guy, I was in Route 18, stopped at a light. I had a guy in a 1980s Buick throw his car in reverse and back up to find out which car this music was coming from, just to compliment me. Yeah, man, nice jazz. And I'm just like, yeah. And we had a moment, and it was awesome.
That is cool.
It is cool.
That is a moment I wish I could just have. It's just other people just appreciate.
Well,
the shit I
blast
listen
the
to.
Super Soul Brothers, put your windows down, and put your summer tires in your car.
Yeah, I need to do that.
Yeah, it's been 90. You're destroying your winter tires and getting terrible fuel economy.
Oh well.
Oh, well. What's car maintenance? Did you ever get that oil change that you were going to get like 10,000 miles ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did? Good.
I got that oil change a long time ago.
Good. Don't wait
I might when I go up to work tomorrow, just like put my regular tires on. Like
just grab the tires and I'll put them on for you.
Cool.
Either way. Bob, what are you thumbing over
Cool.
there?
You around tomorrow?
I found our Instagram page.
Yeah, we have an Instagram now. It's Shibby Shack ?
Shibby Shack Official.
That is the Instagram. Oh yes, Shibby Shack.
Oh, it couldn't be real_Shibby Shack. I love the fact that that's our president's Twitter account. Like he couldn't even bother to go out and find Donald Trump. He just has to go with real_Donald Trump.
Right? Like I'm sure you could pay off the guy who owns it.
Oh, like
In fact, I bet you someone like got that name on Twitter anticipating a fat paycheck from Donald Trump to buy it.
Maybe that's what the whole Stormy Daniels thing's about.
Stormy Daniels actually is Twitter name is Donald Trump.
He paid her off so she could give up the name Donald Trump on Twitter. We're not getting into politics.
But why? It's so much fun, though. Politics and bullshit has really become the same thing. Like, think about all the things that are just normal nowadays. Like, we accept the fact that he just says shit, and we
accept
just
the fact that his Twitter name is real_Donald Trump.
That's fine. It could be like best POTUS ever 1 2 3. I don't care.
I want his Twitter name to be XX Trump X Donald XX.
But like it. I just you know what? Fine, forget it. Forget the politics.
I hate politics so
what
much.
Time are we at?
We're at 55 minutes.
Oh no, I have to keep talking to my friends.
Who said we're friends?
That's true. We're coworkers.
Indeed. Coworkers that haven't made. Why does it sound like there's a whistle in your room?
I don't know. I've been wondering that. It had
That's a
started
mouse.
up like 1 or 2 days ago. I think it's upstairs.
Neat. It's probably
It sounds like a pipe or a tube or something.
cool. It's a gas leak. All right. Well, it's been fun. This has been. I'm glad we had a great run with the Shibby.
What an explosive podcast!
I just see you with a cigar in your mouth going yuck, yuck, yuck with Groucho eyes, and then we just explode.
I start melting away like that one guy from Indiana Jones, where he sees things like, ah!
Well, it's not a nuclear explosion. It's just a gas explosion, but fair.
What other movie has a guy melting away from an explosion?
I'm just saying, a gas explosion, you're not going to, like, stand there and melt like it's a nuclear bomb that just exploded.
I'm making a joke. Learn how to have fun.
No. Fun is stupid, just like the band. I hate that band.
So, I liked Fun.
It was
I'm sorry,
terrible.
Fun, period.
It was terrible.
Because Fun is a Swedish metal
they had
band.
that duet song about how they'll learn to love again, and all the guys
That was
did.
Pink.
Oh,
That was
No,
not him.
it-
That was Pink.
that song was so dumb.
It was Pink with Nate Russ, who's the lead singer of Fun.
Yeah, so he was featured on a different song. That
Goddamn
wasn't Fun's
dig
actual
up
music.
Frank Sinatra for it. I don't care who was in it. It was just a terrible song. The guy had a dream. The guy had a dream about another girl, and now the girl's like, "Oh, how are we going to learn to love again?"
Yeah, but
and I only know because I used to work at a car dealership. I heard the song twice a day, every day for 5 days straight.
We also heard that song at the liquor store we worked at. Every
I don't
day.
remember that. I guess I just built up a tolerance
You
to the
did.
point where I could never learn to love again.
That's why he's single now, going in and out of ladies.
Hey,
Hey,
that's
double
also not
entendre.
happening. Anyway, Bob, what'd you learn this week?
God, I learned that
Spencer's on the dry spell.
Spencer may or may not be a Nazi. I'm just saying.
I thought that was last week.
That was like many weeks ago.
That was
Now we
actually
say
episode
many weeks.
8.
Was that far away or was that multiple weeks? Has that been the fucking? I'm not a Nazi.
It sounded very Hitlery as he said that. I just want to point that out. I am not a Nazi, Zigal.
Bless you.
You sounded very Hitler as you said, I am not a Nazi.
Sorry that my throat was closing out of anger, but either way, my bad.
Or was it closing because of that cyanide pill you just took? That's what happens to every girl he dates.
So, Brian, what did you learn?
Spencer's a Nazi.
No. Come on.
Fuck off. Don't you come on me for
Not
that.
gonna hang
Yeah?
fruit that one.
Yeah?
God damn, what did you learn, Brian?
What did you learn today? I want to know what you learned.
I learned that no matter what I say, it's going to come out stupid, so I should just own it anyway, just like that kid and taking a thing up his ass. That's why
That was actually deep.
Just like the thing in that guy's ass.
Thank you, Brian, you get the joke. Holy shit, Brian, what you learn? I'm going to go home.
I learned Wayverse 64 is still great.
That's not learning something. That's just agreeing with yourself.
Yeah,
Good
and
night,
I'm
everybody.
great for it. Good night, everyone.
Well, that's been the Shibby Shack. Hope you all had fun. I'm going home. Bye.
I'm already home. I want to love you sometimes, only on days that end in Y. So not you?
I'd like to love you, love you. Ha! I'd like to love you, love you. If I may.